Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to the weekly coaching with me. So, are you all excited?
Excited, sir.
Yes, I'm sure you're excited just like me. Okay, yeah. And today, this session is going to be a little different. So, last week we had a different format, and probably this week, uh, we're going to discuss more about the concepts because I understood based on the coaching sessions, based on the interaction which I'm having with you and with other people also, and the workshop people and one-on-one premium business coaching clients. So what I've understood is we are, though we conceptually understand about who we truly are, we are lacking the essence in our day-to-day life. That's what we're going to discuss in this today's call. So please make sure you pay attention, and it is not so easy to understand, and it requires your attention, it requires your concentration, and it requires your focus. So please make sure you give your 100% of your time to get the best out of the session, and definitely you will go out of the session with so much of clarity, with so much of experience, not just understanding, because spirituality, and first thing, this is what I want every one of you to write down somewhere, or you can note it down in your notebook. Spirituality, you cannot understand on your mind level. That is one thing. And this is what we on a daily basis, or this is what the mistake that we do when it comes to the spirituality. Just by reading some book or just by listening to some video like this, you think that you know everything and your life is going to change. But that's not going to change, because spirituality you cannot understand on your mind level. It is an experiential thing. One must understand, one must experience, but we cannot understand on your mind level. Why? Because we are not our mind. And let me tell you, why, I don't know, some of you may have the financial problems, some of you may have health problems, some of you may have relationship problems, some of you may have the career problems, like you're not getting your promotions, you're not getting the salary, you're not getting your, the pay, what you're looking for. So now, for all these problems, for all these challenges, there is only one reason. Can you guess what is that? There is only one reason. There is only one root cause. Though the effect could be, the impact can it have on many areas, but the root cause is only one thing. That is not knowing and not experiencing oneself, the true self. Because we always confined, or we always identify ourselves or our life with mind-made identity. What is that mind-made identity? We think that we are this life, we are this problem, we are this challenge. I am what my experiences, or I am the boss, or I am a mother, father, or I am an employee. If you continue to identify yourself this mind-made fiction, this is not truth. What we identify ourselves with, this is not truth. And that's the reason we come across many problems and challenges. I identify myself this, okay, I am this my boss, or I am the employer. When I think myself only this, then the amount of life which can I live is always limited, because I have a limited perspective about myself. And most of the time, when we identify ourselves with this role or mind-made self, we have self, like we always identify ourselves with this mind, that I am this, I am the boss, or I am an employee, I am the teacher, or I'm an employee, or I'm a mother, father, or I'm a kid, I'm a children, I'm a son, or I'm a daughter. And when we identify ourselves with these roles, with these positions, with this status, we always have a feeling of lack. We always wanted to achieve something more. Feel like, if I consider myself as a son or a daughter, I have so many obligations to clear. I have so many obligations to fulfill. And even if I consider myself as a parent, still I have so many obligations. Like, I have to do so much for my son, daughter. I have to take care of the family. I have to take care of my work. I have to do so many things. The problem here is, when we identify ourselves with this mind-made self, we always feel lack. We always feel empty, and we look for something outside to attain or to acquire to feel good. Because this mind-made self, whatever the self which we identify with, it's an ego self. And ego always feels lack. And when we perform every day, or when we do our work with this ego, with this mind-made self, which is always feeling of lack, or which is always in wanting, I want this, or I want my son to behave like this, I want my daughter to behave like this, or I want my employees to behave like this, I want my boss to behave like this, I want someone to do like this, then only I can feel happy. Then only I can feel peaceful. This mind-made self always dwells into lack. But there is a deeper self, not created by mind, which is the consciousness, which is the pure consciousness, pure awareness, the soul consciousness, what we call different names, but the essence is same. In the spirituality way, some people, they call it as God, some people call it as source, some people call it as soul, some people call it as universe, some people call it as, in the science, in scientific terms, people call it as energy, quantum field, but it means same. Different names, but the essence is same, and nobody can deny this. Because whoever is teaching spirituality, either me or somebody else, the spiritual essence is same. And now, when we identify only ourselves with this limited self, which is created by mind, it always feels lack, or it always feels wants to fulfill something by acquiring or attaining. And it always feels lack, and it always wants to add something to this. But on a deeper level, this is already full. This is already complete. This is already whole. And this is where we are missing. Though we conceptually understand that by every day we play that Nirvana Shatakam, we understand that, okay, I'm not this body, I'm not this mind. But we need to experience it. So as I said in the beginning, spirituality you cannot understand on your mind level. It is an experiential thing. Because it's the essence of our life. And we have forgot it. From many years we have forgot. We thought that, we think that we are this body, we are this mind, we are our thoughts, we are our emotions. But you are not your emotions, you are not your thoughts. Because either thought or emotion is just an imagination of your mind. Very simple. Thought or emotion is the imagination of your mind. So we always we identify ourselves with this limited perspective, that I am this mind, I am this body, I am mother, I am father. But on a deeper level, we are everybody same. This is oneness consciousness. And everybody is whole. Everybody is perfect. Everybody is abundant. Once we experience this, then we don't look for something to attain to make ourselves feel whole, because we are already feeling whole. In fact, whether you're gonna achieve something, whether you're not gonna achieve something, it does not make any difference to your self. The essence of who you are, it's already whole and complete. So the reason why I took this pause is, are you able to understand? Maybe little. Are you able to understand little? I know this is something new to us and which we have not heard earlier before. So yeah, still, like at the end, if you have any questions or any queries, I'll be happy to guide you. So do not worry. Right now, try to understand, try to experience it, where we are missing out. And no matter what we do in our life, no matter how much we hard work we put, no matter how many hours we work, no matter how much visualization, how many affirmations that we do, still sometime it looks like that we are missing something. How many of you feel that though, yeah, we do affirmations, we do visualization, though we do practice meditation for us, but still there is something missing link. That missing link is nothing but this, who we forgot who we truly are. And now I am saying it to you, though you're understanding conceptually on your mind, but it cannot be understood on your mind level. So you have to experience it, and you can experience it only when you are conscious of your thoughts and emotions. When you are conscious, like, and it doesn't mean that I need for that to experience this deeper self. You don't have to stop all your works, and you don't have to, pause all your works and sit in meditation, then continuously, okay, who am I? Who am I? You need not do that. Even while you're doing work, just become aware. Who is this doing like this? And to give you one example, it will be very, very beautiful example. Okay. And how many of you get these questions like in your mind? Okay. Sometimes you think to yourself that, why am I thinking like this? Again, you will get one more voice. Okay. Why you are thinking like this? First voice, why am I thinking like this? Second voice, why you're thinking like this? Same voice in our head. First voice is, why am I thinking like this? Second voice is, why you are thinking like this? Who is I? Who is you? So when you understand, it makes sense to you. The self is same. It is our thoughts, it is our emotions which separates from this deeper self. So that we need to understand, we are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions. We are more deeper than that. And let's say if you're not having so much of money, what you are desiring or what you're looking is not, you don't have currently. That is just a thought, or that is just an emotion. When you think that, no, I don't have sufficient money, or I have to pay tomorrow bills, now I don't have money, you'll have a thought. And there is a corresponding emotion to that thought. When you think that, okay, now I don't have money, or I have to pay bills tomorrow, but I don't have money, there is a corresponding negative emotion. That is nothing but feeling of lack. Now, all this is happening. Where it is happening? Is it happening on your mind, or is it happening on the deeper level? It is just happening on your mind level. Your mind always constantly tries to interpret, tries to judge the situation. It always wants to put a label that this is not good, or this is not, I don't have money, or I have so much of money, or this is a painful situation, this is a problem, this is a big problem, this is a tough situation, or I am bad, or I am like this, I am negative person. So this constant interpretation of our mind, we need to stop it. When you stop this interpretation of your mind about the people, it always, if you observe, it is all about becoming more conscious. That's very simple. The spiritual practices, whatever we are doing, in the morning, night, in the coaching sessions, it is helping us to become more conscious. Because ultimately we are that consciousness, we are that pure awareness. We are not the problem or the challenge, but we identify ourselves with that problem and challenge. Then even the suffering, it is not on your conscious level. It is only to your mind. It is only to your body, that pain and suffering also. Why? Because you identify yourself with that problem and challenge. And the pain is just, it is there in your mind. And probably you might have experienced this when you come to any of the sessions like our sessions. It seems like your problems are no longer affecting your state, the deeper state, but you feel so much of peace, you feel so much of joy, that inner joy. I'm not talking about the external joy when you experience, like some luxury things, some money or the physical pleasures. I'm not talking. Physical pleasures are different. That joy is coming from the within. The expression of inner peace is what we call joy. And this joy, you can feel irrespective of your situations, irrespective of your problems and challenges, still you can feel the same joy. Like how many of you are feeling already more joy? There is some inner peace. Now, how many of you are feeling that? But your problems are same. Like nothing has changed in your life. Like money in your bank account is same. It has not changed now. Like it's 8:24 at 8 o'clock to 8:30. Maybe money might have changed, might not have changed. But now it is no more bothering you. But earlier, before coming to the session, it was bothering you so much because your mind in a constant interpretation, constant judging of the things and situations, which makes you worry. And even that worry, it is feeling by your feeling pain body. The pain is always created in the pain body. But we are not this body. We are deeper than that. We are beyond our body and mind. And once we understand this, and once we not understanding, but once we experience this, then life becomes more peaceful, more joyful. Irrespective of all your problems and situations, you can be more peaceful. Nowadays, what's happening is our situations, our circumstances deciding our peace of mind, our internal state. If there is more money in our bank account, we feel more good. If money is less in our bank account, then we feel low. If people are good, everybody is talking to you good, everybody feels supportive, everybody encouraging you, then you feel so good. When the same people are not supporting, not encouraging, not appreciating you, what happens to your emotions? It comes down. So now our emotional state or the pace of mind is determined by the external situations and the circumstances. As long as you allow through your mind, as long as you allow to decide your emotional state by the external situations and circumstances, then definitely you will have a lot of always constantly fear, stress, anxiety, depression. So it is all the result of your mind interpretation, your mind judgment, your mind labeling. This is what the root cause of our problems. And why it is all happening? We think this, we are our mind, we are our thoughts, we are our emotions, but we are not our thought, we are not our emotions, we are not our mind, we are not this body. On a deeper level, we are that pure consciousness, we are that eternal consciousness, which is whole, which is complete, which is perfect, which is abundant. Now we need to feel and experience it. How do we do that? Just observe, just become more conscious. The more you're conscious, and I'm not saying conscious of becoming your thoughts and emotions is the ultimate state. No, that is an entry point to get into that deeper state. That is why we are telling you, become more conscious. Maybe some of you may call it as a mindfulness. Mindfulness means like being present, being mindful of what we are doing, becoming conscious. That is an entry point to this deeper state. Why I'm saying this? This is an entry point to get into the deeper state. Because otherwise we think that this is, I am this mind, I am the thoughts, I am the emotions. And the entry point to this deeper state where everything is whole, complete, and abundant. First, you must begin with becoming conscious of your thoughts and your emotions and your patterns and your beliefs and your actions. Then that will eventually will take you to the deeper state, and you will no longer identify, okay, you'll have some problem. Let's say you have a health problem. You say that, okay, I have a health problem. You'll just become conscious. Okay, who is going through that pain? No, I'm not going through the pain. Who is going through that problem? It is not me. Is the consciousness is going through the problem? No. Is this the body is going through? And in fact, it is not the problem. It is not the pain also, because it is just an interpretation of your mind. It labels as pain, because that's what we identified from our childhood. If there is a situation, there is a lack of money situation in your family, what immediately happens? We labels. Okay, this is a bad situation. This is a negative situation. Or whenever you have some fight or dispute between family members or dispute between the people, mind always judges. Or these people are bad. Or this people are bad. This behavior is bad. Now, since our childhood, we learned, we practiced so good. Now we have attained mastery in constantly judging, constantly interpreting about the people, about the situations. Now, you need to stop your mind chattering. You need to become aware. You need to become conscious of your mind activity, thought. And for each and every thought, there is a corresponding emotion. When you become aware of this mind activity, that's when you will start to separate yourself from that pain and suffering, from that thought. You are not your thoughts. You are not your feelings. When you identify yourself with that pain, with that thought, with that emotion, you always constantly feel. When the thought is good, you feel good. When thought is negative, you feel bad. This is happening. It is because we identify ourselves with the thoughts, with that emotion, then we continue to feel the pain. Even the deeper self is not feeling any pain. It is a mind-made self. Oh, I am this body. Oh, I am this physics. I am this life. Okay, I have my son. If somebody goes through any problems and challenges, we feel that, oh, they are going through the pain and problem. In fact, they are not also going through the. In fact, I was watching one of the video of one spiritual master. I could not remember his name, but he was saying beautifully. But more than the person who on the deathbed, the people who are watching that person feels more pain. Yes or no? So when you see anybody is on the deathbed, more than him or her, the people who are watching that person or a situation, in that situation, feels more pain. Have you noticed it when you have gone to those places where when there is a death ceremony happening, more than that person, like the person is going through the pain, actually the body is dead. So is that person is feeling that pain? Of course it is not. Even the person is alive also, those problems and challenges will never affect him or her consciousness. On a deeper level, consciousnesses cannot be touched by these problems. In fact, it is not a problem. It is the mind interpretation. So this is one more example. Like this, we can discuss many more examples to experience, not just understand it, but to experience that, yes, there is a deeper self than what I thought. Like I thought only I am my body, I am my mind, but we are not that. We are beyond that. Then we get a sense of relief. Oh, okay. Now, like even though it doesn't matter how many problems and challenges you have, right now you can still feel some relief, not 100% relief. Yes, it is 50-50. Okay, okay, I'm not my money problem, I'm not my health problem. Somewhat feeling good, I'm feeling good. But still there is a back of the mind, there is a thought running. Okay, yes, now I'm knowing that I am this, I'm not this body, I'm not this thought, I'm not this problem or a challenge, but tomorrow I have to pay the bill. There is a logic, again, there is a mind interpretation going on your back of your mind. All our job is to stop that mind activity. And how do you do that? It's a conscious practice. That's what, the siddhis or the monks, sages, that's what they practice. Like, why do you think that they go to monasteries and they practice for many years? It is easy, like talking about this subject, and it looks like a gulab jamun. Now everybody, it looks like a gulab jamun, but unless until you taste it, now I'm explaining about gulab jamun, but unless until you taste it, you will never know the experience it. That's what they experience it. And if you see everybody, all the monks, all the sages, all the siddhis who practice this, there is so much of positive energy. There is not about the positive energy, there is so much of peace. We can sense it when we talk, when we see them, or when we watch their videos. We can sense so much of inner peace, inner joy. How does it possible for them? Because they're also living in the same world, what we call like a complex world. They are also living in this complex world, but how it is not affecting their state, because that's what they have. I would not say they have achieved it, that's what they have realized it. And realization happens when it is already there, and you have to attain or acquire only when it is not there. So all we are talking about it is already there. All you have to do is realize it. And even the manifestation becomes more powerful when you understand this, when you realize this. But when you don't realize that, you always in a constant mode of wanting something or losing something. But when you understand this deeper self, not just understand, when you realize this deeper self, you have nothing to gain, you have nothing to lose. It is such a beautiful state when you realize the deeper self. But otherwise, manifestation, yes, we always talks about the manifestation. We always talks about the law of attraction. What we are talking is when you are in alignment with your true self, not just but that mind-made self. That mind-made self is always egoic mind. That egoic self. That egoic self is always feels lack. When it always feels like, it always wants to feels good by acquiring something. That is a ego manifestation. That's not what we are talking about. It's a soul level manifestation. It's a conscious manifestation. You understood your deeper self, and I want you to write down the meaning or the definition of manifestation. So in this coaching session, you're going to get so much of clarity, and you will start approaching your life, your problems and challenges in a different way from now onwards. Okay, this already has begin your consciousness, the deeper self. You already, some of you have started realizing it, maybe not so 100%, but to some extent you might have realized. That's a beauty. And coming to the meaning of or the definition of manifestation, please write it down. Manifestation is a result of what is happening within you in the present moment. I'll repeat one more time. Please note it down. Manifestation is a result of what's happening within you in the present moment. Okay, I want each one of you to explain me what you have understood by the definition of manifestation. Okay, I'll ask each one of you. Please read it thrice, read it 4 times, 5 times, so that you will get the essence of the definition or the meaning of manifestation. I want you to read it at least 3 or 4 or 5 times. I'll give you some time. Then I want from each one of you. It's not just all the time listening to me. I want you from you also. Please read. And afterwards, okay, it's 8:39. I'll give 1 more minute, 8:40. After that, every one of you have to come on the video. If not on the video, at least you have to unmute yourself. And I want you to explain me what did you understood by the definition of that manifestation. Okay, because you need to understand, you need to get that essence. For that reason, I'm asking you. Okay, like yesterday you're all asking many questions to my sister, so today it's a Q&A session also, but not you are asking me so much of questions, but I am asking you many questions to you. Okay, it's vice versa there. Correct. Got it. Okay, who wants to go first? No, it doesn't matter. So don't think about like whether you are correct or not. Again, you are doing that on a mind level. Don't try to interpret, don't try to judge yourself. Just what did you understood from this definition? I want you to explain me. Who wants to come first? Okay, let us bring Bhavana. Yes, Bhavana, come on. You can unmute.
Uh, um, First of all, this is very good session. Okay.
Yeah, I know it is good.
Manifestation means turning your thought process into reality. This is why we manifest, and what we manifest, we see that in front of us, whether it is through conscious mind or whether through subconscious mind.
Okay.
Whatever, as per my understanding.
I want
Yeah.
you to read what I have explained, the definition. I want you to read it 1 or 2 times and
Huh.
again explain it to me.
It is a result of what is happening within you in the present moment.
Yes, correct.
Uh, the same, like whatever is happening right now is my manifestation.
What's happening now?
यस, जो भी प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में आप में चल रहा है वही आपकी मैनिफेस्टेशन है.
But what's happening within you in the present moment?
Lots of thought processes,
Okay.
lots of 50-50 situation, like uh, pleasure and pain both,
Okay.
and within a moment you are abundant and within a moment you are lacking of things as well, as per my understanding.
Correct. You're almost there. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bhavana, for sharing. And let us all listen to other members also. So it would be much interesting so that, you'll get more clarity when you listen to other people. Great. Thank you. Who wants to go next? Okay, let us hear from Sanjeev, sir. Yes.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you
So,
doing?
very fine, sir, very fine.
Great.
So, I will, not exactly as the way it is expressed, or many a times you tell us, as the way we have to manifest. Basically, what I have understood, and what I would like to put up here is that manifestation is basically something that is a desire, and I intend to, that's a goal, kind of goal that I wish to achieve. And manifestation is the way that I am looking at the where I want to reach at, some goal, some destination. So it could be anything, like I am capable of, say, I am wishing to be successful in succeeding at my given goals. uh, that is one. And you keep on saying that you have, love yourself, love others, and then the process of attitude of gratitude. It's all something that we keep on um manifesting. It is something that we are practicing with certain goal in mind. So when we manifest, and when we go through that process of what we call as visualization. So when we are visualizing, it is like we are accepting, we are trusting universe that we eventually will reach that goal, we will attain that goal, we will reach that destination. So like I welcome say positive energy in my life, or I release all of my insecurities. So it is something like is the methodology through which uh, we feel in the present moment something that we intend to achieve in the future. So this is like uh, it is like a way of fulfilling my dreams in terms of uh, visualizing what I intend to do in future, or something, a goal which I intend to achieve in my life. So I take it up that way. I mean, in my own layman's language, not the technical words or the jargon you use, but that is how I understand as a layman.
Still, good try, good try. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing. And let us all understood. And at the end, I'll conclude. At the end, I'll conclude with what understanding is, what the truth is. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Sanjeev, sir, for sharing. And Kshira Mohan, sir, are you there? Yes, you are there. Great. Good evening, Kshira Mohan, sir. How are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Amazing. Yes. Yeah. What did you understood by the definition of manifestation?
It means, sir, I receive what the frequency at which I vibrate. It means like attract like, sir.
Okay. So you attract based on your own energy and vibration and frequency.
At which I vibrate. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. One simple statement. Great. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing.
Thank you,
Yes. Sagar or Mitra? Mitra or Sagar, any of you can come and share. What did you understood? And no judgment or criticism here, so you can just relax, nothing to worry. Yes, Mitra, you can share like what is your understanding about this definition, manifestation?
Manifestation is a result of what's happening within me and in the surroundings of the present moment,
Okay.
which we pretend to keep on thinking, and that really happens in our life.
So
That's the
what we think
manifestation.
it is going to happen eventually.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Mitra, for sharing.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Sagar, are you there? Could you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible clearly.
Sir, manifestation is for me is like imaginations plus emotions. Then it is the manifestation for me, sir. If I'm imagining, if I'm manifesting something, like yeah, I'm manifesting a car, but I'm not feeling from inside. I'm not able to car. It should my manifestation should be practical. If it
Okay.
is practical, then it definitely will be. Because if I have lots of debts and I'm imagining a Lamborghini, sir, it will not work for me. But if I feel I can buy a Lamborghini, I can have a Lamborghini, and I can feel those emotions to the purchase or to buy, then only it will work for me, sir. I don't know whether I'm doing wrong or correct, but sir, it's I'm experiencing, sir.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Like, thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your understanding and your views with me. By this, I understood that you have not understood anything. So literally what I mean that is not that, like on your mind level. Now, many of you, when I ask this question, whether I don't know whether you have noticed or not, your mind went into analyzing. So am I saying correct or am I saying wrong? So this is not
Yes, sir.
what I expected from you. This is what, because I'll tell you, I'll repeat one more time, what is this definition of manifestation and what its true essence, not what we have understood on mind level, but what is the essence, what is the deeper essence of this definition. Okay. Let me go a little slow because most of the time, many of the members or master also says, explain it a little slow, go a little slow so that everybody can understand it. And most of the time I'll understand what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. Manifestation is a result of, is a byproduct of what's happening within me in the present moment. Manifestation is a byproduct or result of what's happening within me in this deeper consciousness within me in the present moment. And there is only one moment, which is present moment. Whether you're thinking about your past, whether you're thinking about your future, you are doing it now. So it is in the present moment, and there is only present moment, nothing else. So that's why, let's say, like tomorrow, like you may visualize. So when are you visualizing? In that moment. When you are thinking, in the moment, present moment. So that's why manifestation is a result or a byproduct of what's happening within you in the present moment. But the question is not the present moment, because there is only one moment, which is present moment, nothing else, no past, no future, only present. Like whether you think now, it is in the present moment. You think after 1 hour, when you go there, it is present moment. Tomorrow, when you go there, when you go to tomorrow, you do in the present moment. Whether you're thinking about your past, you're doing it now. You're thinking about your future, you're doing it now. You're not actually not going to past. You're not going to future also. You are doing it now. But the question is not now. But the question is, what's happening within you? That's a question. It's not about the result. Like, as I told, manifestation is a result of or a byproduct of what's happening. Manifestation is not your goal. And Sanjeev sir, this is, I want you to correct. Manifestation is not a goal to be achieved. It's not a desire to be achieved. It is happening automatically. It's happening automatically, and you don't have to focus on the goal. What you have to focus is on what's happening within you. That is more important than your goal. Your goal is just a byproduct of what's happening within you. Now let's understand what's happening within us most of the time. Now you have to tell me what's happening within you most of the time. I'll tell you most of the time. And before I tell, I want you to type it in the chat box. What's happening within you in the most of the time? What's happening within you? Type it in the chat box, or guess, maybe think some for a few minutes. What's happening within you most of the time? What's happening within you most of the time? What we are learning in this coaching session is very, very deep. How many of you feeling that deep? We are going deeper and deeper. Okay. Not on a surface level we are understanding, but we are going very, very deep. And we are understanding the essence, not just what we understood on a mind level, on a deeper level. What is the essence? So we are learning that essence. So what's happening within you most of the time? Not got even a single answer. What's happening within you most of the time? You don't know what's happening within you. Then you're all saying, talking about manifestation, right? You're all saying, explain me what is manifestation. Now, what's happening within you? Inner conflicts, what is right, what is wrong, how to earn money. Okay, great. Bhavna told. How about you? How about others?
Sir, mostly we are either in the past or in future.
Correct. Okay, great. How
We are
about
not in
others?
the present moment. I think that is what is the impediment.
Yes. How about others? Thank you so much, Sanjeev sir and Bhavna, for sharing. And I want Mitra, Kshira Mohan, and Sagar to explain me what's happening within you most of the time.
Sir, I'm agree with Sanjeev sir. Most of the time we are in the future, or maybe most of the time I am in the past, sir. That is the resistance.
How about, thank you so much, Sagar, for sharing. Kshira Mohan sir, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, what's happening within you most of the time?
Most of the time, sir, I'm in the future and past. Nowadays, I'm changing myself.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing. Mitra, how about you? Okay, distractions you have mentioned in the chat box. Okay.
Distractions and not living in the present moment, sir.
Distractions and not living in the present moment. You are living in the present moment. You are there. You're talking to me. You are in the present moment.
I mean, continuously thinking about future and past.
Continuously thinking about future and but
Sir, it
still
is
you are there
really
in the
very
present
hard.
moment. See here, see one important thing you all need to understand here. Some of you are saying, I'm thinking about the past, I'm thinking about the future, but still you're thinking now. So are you not present here? You're present here. You're already in the present moment. But what's happening within you is the constant interpretation about your past. You're not in the past, you're not in the future, but your constant interpretation of your past, constant interpretation of your future. That's what's happening. As some of you said, so I'm constantly thinking about my past, constantly thinking about my future. You're only thinking about it, but it doesn't mean that you are not in the present moment. You are in the present moment, but your interpretation about your past, your interpretation about your future. Okay, somebody, they hurt me 5 years back, 3 years back. Now I have to take a revenge on them. This is what happening. Okay, I have given some money to my friend or relative, but still he did not or she did not return my money. Or in the future, okay, I have to pay bills tomorrow or 1 month later or 1 year later. What's going to happen to my life? What's going to happen to my children? What's going to happen to my parents? It's interpretation of your future, interpretation of your past. What's happening is in the present moment is the constant interpretation, which is nothing but your mind activity.
Sir, how to reduce that, sir?
That's what we're going to discuss. That's what
Actually,
I know. Yes.
okay. So it means I have heard somewhere that from some influencer only that
Okay.
खराब समय तब तकलीफ नहीं देता जब वो चल रहा होता है, बट हम वो खराब समय बाद में जब उसको सोचते हैं वो उस टाइम हमें ज्यादा तकलीफ देता है. So
Can you
are you
explain
trying to
me this?
say,
Because I cannot understand really well
okay,
Hindi. Yeah.
this is like when it's your worst time, at that time it doesn't hurt you a lot because that is the present moment. But afterwards, when that time passes by, you just hurt yourself by repeating that hurt what you faced in the past. So are you trying to say that at that time that was a present, and at that time you were into the survival, you are doing the things, but now you are again and again remembering those things and getting hurt again and again?
Yes,
Are you trying to say this?
it is correct. But what I'm trying to say here, it is happening. Why you're remembering that hurt? It's again, you're remembering
Yes.
that situation. You are remembering that memory or experience on your mind level.
Yes.
Now, does it really true on your deeper level, on that consciousness? Now, we understood we are not thought, but because of the thought about the person in the past, or that situation, or that experience, and now we are thinking about it. Who is thinking here? It is only just mind activity. And who is feeling the pain? It is our own body. But are we this pain? Are we this mind? Are we this thought? Are we this emotion? Not true. This is illusion. This is Maya. We all fall into this Maya. We all fall into this illusion. And this is where the spiritual practices, or the deeper essence of who we are, understanding or experiencing who we truly are, helps us. The only way to get out of all your problems and challenges is to experience your deeper self, experience your true self. And that we're going to discuss, not yet discuss. We are just, we are trying to understand, like, what is the root cause. Now we understood what is a manifestation is a byproduct or a result of what's happening within you in the present moment. No matter whether you're thinking about past, future, you're doing it now. You're in the present moment. And if you're not in the present moment, you cannot be alive. The fact that you're alive, you're already in the present moment, but it is your interpretation of your past, interpretation of your future. It doesn't mean that you're not living in the present moment. You are thinking in the present moment, but you're interpreting about that situation, about that person in the past, or in the past situation about the past person. It doesn't mean that it is happening now. No, it is your mind interpretation. Now, we need to how to stop this mind interpretation. Now, if this is what happening with us continuously, constantly, all the time, this is what we're going to manifest. And this is what we are manifesting unconsciously, because we are not aware, like, what's happening within us. So now all these practices, whatever we are following, is helping us to become more conscious so that we don't manifest it unconsciously. And you don't have to focus or don't have to strive for your manifestation, because manifestation is a byproduct. Some of you are saying, like, goals and desires, that is a byproduct. But where you have to focus, where you have to concentrate, where you have to become more aware, conscious, is on what's happening within you in the present moment. Because eventually this is what is going to manifest. But now many of us, for many of us, what we are manifesting is the constant worries, constant problems, constant challenges. Why? This is because of our continuous mind interpretation, continuous mind activity of these problems, challenges. This is a root cause. Not that just because you don't have skills or talents, you're not earning so much. Now you're not getting opportunities. Not because of any of these reasons. Like, you think that nobody is there to support you, nobody is there to help you, nobody is there to grow you, nobody is there to support you financially. It's not because of any of these reasons. It's because of only one and only reason. We are allowing this mind activity to become true for us. And where all this constant interpretation, mind activity, this is a beautiful example. I'll give you two more examples to understand it, because this is not so easy to understand and it is somewhat tricky. But the reason why am I giving so many examples, so that we can relate and we can understand. Okay. And this is what a drop, when it identifies itself that as a drop, it loses the essence of it's deeper. But eventually that drop of rain goes into that deeper ocean. And once we are all born like this. We are all born like this. We came out of that ocean. We came out as a drop in the form, in the physical form. But even but on a deeper level, we are that pure ocean. Okay. That drop or that raindrop or whatever you call it as wave. Let's talk about this waves. I think it is easy to understand. We think that what's happening on the surface of the ocean, lot of ripples, lot of waves. And we think that we are that. But on a deeper level, the water is still, water is calm, water is peaceful. Even our life is like that. On a surface level, it looks like, okay, it is visible. Like there is a health issue, or like, let's say if you have something physical, wound is happened, you will be able to see it. Okay, there is a health issue. Or money in your bank account, if you open your UPI and if you check it, like there is you can show the bank, you will be able to see the bank balance. It is visible. Right? And your relationships, if there is so much of dispute, it is visible for us. What we see, what we touch, what we hear based on this physical senses, we think that this is truth, this is who we are. Like waves in the ocean. When it identifies this, okay, I am this wave, but that wave belongs to the ocean on a deeper level. It is that wave is a part of the ocean, not just part of the ocean itself. Correct. Even we have taken this physical birth just as wave, but we identify ourselves, that separate ourselves from that deeper self. And today I want to bring it to your notice that, or conclude, we are not separate from this deeper consciousness. We are already one with the deeper consciousness. That's why we always say you are the God. Now you're all understanding that. So far, we only thought that since we have taken this physical life into this body, different forms, different drops of the ocean, but it belongs to the same ocean. And since it has taken a different forms, though which we may not be able to see this physical eyes, physical senses, but on a deeper level, we are all one. We are all belongs to one consciousness. We have derived from this ocean as a different, this is one example. Okay, one more example. The reason I would like to give more examples is because we can understand it better. Okay, when we frozen the ice, or when we keep the water in the deep fridge, it has a shape. And the shape is decided by what kind of plate we keep. If I keep it a plate, and the shape of that ice depends on that plate. Now we are all like a frozen, like we are all taken into this physical forms. But on a deeper level, like with the ice, we do so much of things. Like different forms. When the frozen water becomes ice cube, that ice cubes could be different forms. We can do so many things, right? We can do an ice cream, or we can use it for something else. We can make a bigger ice cube. We'll use the same ice cube for some juice, with same ice cube for healing, some ice cube for many different forms. Because once we heat it, it's the same water, but different forms. Are you able to understand the example, what I'm trying to say? But the deeper essence is same. But now in this physical life, different forms. But where we have all derived from, that we are all derived from the deeper consciousness, which is one. But for this physical senses, looks everything to be separate. And we identify ourselves with this only, this separateness. Okay, I am separate because my looks are totally different from you. The way I speak is totally different the way you speak. The way I dress, yes, correct. We are that eternal Shiva. And Shiva means it's not the Shiva, what the God, what we pray to. Shiva means it's another name of us. Shiva. Okay, and there is a, even the spirituality is not separate. That's what, when I went to that Shabarimala for that Diksha, what I've understood is we are not separate from the God. Okay, and to make it more clear, are you part of the universe? Answer my question. Are you part of the universe? Is universe part of you? Correct? Is God part of the universe? Is universe part of the God? Then how come we are separate? Some spiritual teachings teach that God is separate, or we don't have to, pray the God. But why I have took that Diksha is to understand what's there in it, what's the deeper essence is. I have understood that when I am a God, like we are all human beings, do we all respect each other? True or not? When I understood that I am the God, what's the problem in respecting another God? Correct or not? Nothing wrong. Like whether you pray to Shiva, whether you pray to Jesus, whether you pray to Muhammad, it is same. Because you have realized your deeper self that you are the God. Nothing wrong in respecting or praying to some God. Do you all pray to your mother and father? Maybe, like, or at least on a marriage day. You get the blessings from them, right? You pray, you take their blessings. So we all respect each other. On a human level, yes, we do respect each other. We love each other. And same way, when I realize that I am the God, what's wrong in praying to the God? So nothing wrong. That's what I understood. I thought, yes, I had a misconception that, okay, God is different from me, or I don't have to pray for the God. And that I don't have to pray for the God, it is coming from a place of ego. It's a separateness. That, okay, God is separate from me. Or I am the God. If I realize that I am the God, everybody is God. I don't have to pray for the God. Yes, it is correct. You don't have to pray it. But is that coming from a place of ego that, okay, I am the only God, that no others are not a God? That is wrong. And we all do. Now you all can pray to God. Nothing wrong in it, because you are the God. You realize yourself. You are the God. You can pray to. Same way how we respect other human beings, same way you can respect the God. Same way you can love the God. Because you are the God, you realized it, and you can do anything you want, which means love, respect your God, pray to God. Nothing wrong in it. And even in that God also, you realize the deeper self, not just the forms. Like we all, like Christ, there is a statue is different. Like Shiva, statue is different. And for Ganesha, statue is different. Krishna, statue is different. But are they statues? But beyond the statues? Beyond the statue. That's what I have seen. That's what I have experienced. Not just the form of a God, but is the deeper essence of the God. Okay. And now the conclusion is, we are not the waves and the ripples of that ocean. When we think that we are the ripples and waves, like continues up and down, like there is a up and down. But when I feel myself one with that ocean, on a deeper level, the ocean is still, peaceful, calm. Even our life is, even the deeper self is peaceful, calm, whole. Like a deep down of that ocean, even our life is peaceful, still and whole. And that water, that ripples and waves on the surface of that ocean is like our mind activity. We think that okay, I am this problem, I am this mind, okay, I am this person is good, this person is bad, this situation is good, this situation is bad, or this is big problem, this is small problem. I don't have money, I don't have money, my friends are making more money than me. It is your mind activity, which is nothing but your ripples and waves on the surface of the ocean. But when you identify yourself with that ripples and waves or on your mind activity, then you'll have pain and suffering. But once you understood that you on a deeper level, that I am still, I am peaceful, I am whole, then you will have no pain and suffering. This is what I want every one of you to realize it, not understanding it, not understanding on a mind level, but I want you to realize that you are, and you are not separate from this deeper consciousness. You are one with that consciousness. Which separated you from that deeper consciousness is your mind, because your always minds constantly interprets. Okay, have you all got some clarity? But still not very much. Okay, now how to stop my mind activity, how to stop this constant interpretation of mind? As I told you already, first you have to the entry point to the deeper state, and it is not something attainable. All we are trying to do is just we are allowing that presence, allowing the deeper sense to take place in our consciousness. We are allowing that, let your self, let your life merges into the deeper self. Then you will become the ocean. Let your life merges with that deeper self. Let your life, whatever you are thinking that I am this life, let yourself merge into that deeper self. Then you will become a full ocean, which is pure still, which is pure, which is complete, which is whole. But when you identify yourself, no, I'm not the ocean, I'm only just the ripples and waves, then you'll think that, oh, I have this problem, I have this challenge, okay, this person is like this, or I don't have a money problem, or my customers are not paying me money, or I'm not getting promoted. All these things are happening on your mind level. It's a interpretation of your mind. Interpretation of it always constantly interprets about the people and the situations, and that's what makes you worry. And why it is worrying you, and it will no longer worry you once you understood that you are part of that whole deeper self, which is whole, which is complete already. When you merge, so when you merge yourself into the deeper self, then you become one. And I'm not saying that you are separate. You're not separate, but your mind separated yourself from the deeper self. Now let us all be one with that deeper self. Then we get so much of inner strength. I'm not saying that physical strength, you will get so much of inner strength. And then manifestation, if this is what's happening within you, which is there is a deeper sense of self, which is whole, which is complete, which is still, which is peaceful, then what is a byproduct of this? What is a byproduct of once you become this deeper self, once you realize this deeper self, the deeper self is, do you believe that deeper self is already still, peaceful, whole, complete, abundant? Then what is a manifestation? What is the result of this? Manifestation is a result of what's happening within me in the present moment. What's happening now after realization? Okay, I'm realizing that I'm deeper than this body and mind. I'm deeper than my thoughts. I'm beyond my thoughts and beyond my feelings. Once you understood this, then there is so much of peace, there is so much of joy, there is so much of stillness, there is so much of wholeness, completeness. Many of us, even though no matter how many things we achieve, still there is some empty feeling. That empty feeling is you're not one with the deeper self. You are separating yourself from the deeper self. So you're missing something. And to give you one more example, when you are separate from your mother, how do you feel? When you are separate from your mother, when you were a child, you are taken away from your mother for more than years, many years. How do you feel? Type it in the chat box or unmute yourself. How do you feel? Okay, let me ask you, everybody. How do you feel, Bhavana, when you are taken away from your mother or parents? Not only mother, parents.
Hurt, agony.
Hurt, agony. Okay. Great. How about you, Kshira Mohan sir? How do you feel when you are taken away from your mother and father or your parents? Mitra, Sanjeev sir, Sagar. How do you feel when you are taken away from your father and mother or parents? Both.
Yes, sir. Obviously, it will feel very bad.
Very feel bad. Now
Yes,
you are separated from your father and mother. Like me, I'm not a father and physical father and mother, but on a deeper level, you are separated from the one who created all of us, which is our mother earth. Not means mother earth means not this physical earth. That mother who created all of is that deeper consciousness. We are separated from it. Who separated? Not anybody. Don't blame anybody. Okay, because of someone or something or some situation. It is our mind which separated ourselves from this mother who created us, which is the deeper consciousness. Now, this consciousness, this whole part, this whole universe is a part of that consciousness. Like how we say we are part of universe and the whole universe is part of this consciousness. This universe is a manifestation of this consciousness. Very simple. Universe, the whole world, what you are seeing is a manifestation of this consciousness. This consciousness is, so everybody has born out of everything that we are experiencing is born out of this consciousness. So now it's time to connect with that deepest consciousness which created all of us. That is our true self. That is our nature. That is what some people call it as some spiritual master, Brahman or the Atman. Yes, correct, Bhavana, but you are not separate. That's what I've said. You're not separate. We are not separate from anybody. But it is because of our mind which separated ourselves. I mean, not from the physical, not physical people. We are not separate from our mother and father. I'm not talking about that. But we have ourselves, we have separated from this deeper consciousness which created all of us. Why? What separated? It is our mind. Now, when we stop this mind activity, when we'll get access to that, our parents, we can meet our parents. And there is so much of love, there is so much of joy when we meet our parents. That is nothing but our deeper consciousness, and that is pure love.
Can you repeat this once again? Last 5 minutes.
Yes, I'll repeat one more time for all of you. This entire universe is a manifestation of that deeper consciousness. That consciousness has taken different forms as animals, different forms as human beings, different forms as things, places, situations. It's all manifestation of that deeper consciousness. Everything has born out of the deeper. And to talk scientifically also, there is a quantum field. Quantum field, it says 99.999% everything is energy. And only 0.001% is matter. So literally what we see as a physical being, it's not physical. It's 99% 99.99%, it's energy. It's always frequent. It's always vibrating, and it is vibrating at a certain frequency. So to talk about, scientifically, but even now the science is supporting the spirituality, but still the science is not able to prove it 100%. Still they are scratching their head and how it is so possible. Because as I said, it cannot be understood on a mind level, no matter how many experiments, no matter, that's why we don't talk about science. Though there is a science, yes, still they are supporting. It is saying that 99.99% energy, but everything is consciousness. That's why we don't want to talk about the science aspect, because there is so many things which science could not prove it. Still they are scratching their head to prove what the magics, miracles can happen when we understand the deeper self, when we realize the deeper self. And yes, and now we are separate, and literally we are not separate from this deeper consciousness because of our mind activity, constant interpretation of this people and things. And why it is happening again? Because we not understood the deeper who we truly are. Now we are introducing to you, like yesterday my sister was talking to all of you, right? Now we are going to introduce you to you, yourself to yourself. Yourself to yourself is that deeper self to yourself, to physical self. Are you getting it? This is, see here, this is, we need to pay attention, we need to concentrate, then only we can understand this. We are introducing yourself to yourself. What is this yourself to yourself? Your deeper self to this physical self. This deeper self is already whole, complete, and abundant. And we are introducing this self to your physical self, who has taken this physical birth, physical life in this body, to put it precisely. Okay. Now, some of you might be thinking, like, how long does it take for me to stop judging or stop interpreting, how to stop this mind interpretation? Then how long will it take, or do I need to practice many years? No, the answer is no. The moment you realize the deeper self, you will have no pain and suffering. The moment you realize, and moment, how long will it take? It can happen now. It can happen in this moment. It can happen in this second. The moment you understand, and please write down this statement also, like many of you do this because we have not understood, we have not realized the deeper self. That's why we all do this. We think that rearranging, please pay attention to the words that I'm speaking. We think that rearranging our situations or circumstances can solve our problems. We think that rearranging situations or circumstances solve our problem. But your problems will not solve unless until you realize who you truly are, which is the deeper self. Rearranging your circumstances or your situation will not help you unless until you realize the deeper self. That's what we do, right? We constantly rearranging the situations. We always try to fix the problems. We always try to fix the situations. We always try to fix the people. And rearranging these situations, like rearranging the situations, rearranging the people, will not solve your problem unless until you realize the deeper self. And when the manifestation is happening from this deeper self, when we understand, when we realize this deeper self, then manifestation is just a byproduct. You don't have to concentrate much on what am I manifesting. Automatically, you'll manifest many good things into your life without even your awareness. Some of you might have noticed that. Some of you might have already experienced that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Sagar. Sagar has already experienced it. He started.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me, Sagar, like exactly how it happened to you. Like many miracles which you did not even thought about it has happened, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, I'm giving intention, in the first 20 days, I have shared, my manifestation, the things I'm trying to manifest are different, but many other good things are automatically happening with me, sir. I have experienced that, sir. Yes, sir. Like I'm manifesting for 1 lakh rupees per month, but my relationship was healing. Like my work was, everything I'm doing was going with very ease and peace, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I'm saying, sir, it works, sir.
So amazing. And he didn't much focus on like the goal, or didn't keep that goal. Okay, I wanted to achieve this. And but it happened automatically. How come it happened without even like keeping that goal, without even working on that goal? Because we are allowing the deeper self to take place in our life, or we are allowing the deeper, and that's what this is, art of allowing. Art of allowing is nothing but when you allow this deeper self, or when you realize this deeper self, when you merge this, your physical life with this deeper self, or this mind-made self with this deeper self, only good things will come to you. And Abrahamics says it differently, but it means same. Like when you are in alignment with yourself means the true self, not mind-made self. When you are in alignment with yourself or true self, or when you are in vortex, law of attraction terms, vortex. When you are in vortex, under these circumstances, only good will come to you. Either you talk about law of attraction, either you talk about the spirituality, the essence is same. Whether I am teaching spirituality, whether somebody else is teaching, the essence is same. And nobody can deny it, nobody can separate it, because the essence, whoever is teaching, the essence, the spiritual essence is same. So when you understood your deeper self, when you allow yourself to merge with the deeper self, because and see, you don't have to even you, and now I have explained so much as if it is a complicated thing to do. Okay, the reason I have explained so much, because I gave so much of detail to you, because you will get so much of clarity. That's the reason I gave so much of detail. But to realize that you don't have to think too much, and it is very easy. I'm going to give it to you, that the easy way and the simplest way to do it. Okay. And now, based on this 1.5 hour session, you might have thought, okay, what is this Mohan is talking about? Like when I'm going to do this, when I'm going to realize my true self, when I'm going to see that magic in my life, see that peace, see that stillness. You don't have to really think about it. That's the beauty of this coaching. So you don't have to really worry too much about this, how to realize your true self. All you have to do is, all the good things will come to you. Only good will come to you. Only peace, only joy will come to you when you stop that mind interpretation, when you stop that mind activity. Actually, when you stop that mind activity, what left here in the present moment? What left here? Because otherwise, what's happening within us all the time, most of the time? constant interpretation, mind activity. When there is no mind activity, then what's happening? Pure joy, pure love, pure consciousness. Correct or not? If that is happening within us in the present moment, then what's going to manifest? Pure love, pure joy, pure consciousness. It's very simple. So now, the reason I explained to you why, it's because I would have told you, just stop your mind activity, then you will attract more, you attract only good things into your life. If I would have told you, you would not have understood so much. Correct or not? The reason I explained it to you that there is a deeper self, and which separates from the deeper self is our mind activity. Now, when you stop that mind activity, now you know the logic, now you know the science behind it. What happens when you stop that mind activity? What happens when you stop that mind activity now? What left when there is no mind activity? Pure love, pure joy, awareness, pure awareness, stillness, pure. There is so much of peace, inner joy, inner peace. Correct or not? If that is what happening within you in the present moment, that's what manifests into reality. And manifestation is not something which you do on a mind level. It's happening on a deeper level automatically. It's happening on a deeper level. It's happening within you, whether you're aware or not. And now we'll stop that, the deeper level manifestation, because we bring our mind into picture there. That is a problem. And manifestation is really, really easy, really, really simple. But why we have to do so much of practices, so much of techniques? Because now we need to calm our mind activity. For that reason, we are doing all these practices. Once you stop that mind activity, when there is no thinking, what left? There is no thoughts in your mind. What left there? Peace and joy. And that's what going to manifest in your life. Okay, now it's really, really simple. And it doesn't matter whether you have realized the deeper self or not. It doesn't really matter at all. All you have to do is, when you stop that mind activity, automatically you allow your deeper self to experience on day-to-day life, and you bring that deeper self into your physical life. Then pure joy, pure love, awareness, stillness, peace, joy, everything, and the abundance, it will come to you. And in fact, it will not come to you it's not a right word, because it is already there. It is already there, but you'll start realizing it, you'll start experiencing it. That's what I mean. I'm not, what I meant is not that it will come to you, will attract it. You will start realizing it, you will start experiencing it. That's what I mean. And it is not a goal. Manifestation is not a goal to be achieved. It's a process which is happening automatically. And the only thing is, what we have to do is, once you become aware of your mind activity, stop that mind activity, automatically your deeper self will come into picture. The deeper self will merge with this physical life. Then definitely a lot of miracles, a lot of magics can happen, a lot of joy, a lot of peace. Cannot happen. It is already the magic. The true magic is within us only. Now we'll come to experience, because now we stopped our mind activity, stopped our mind interpretation, so that only joy, only love, only peace, pure stillness. Okay. Now, any of you if you have still need some more clarity, or you have some doubts or question, then I'm happy to guide you or help you. If you can bring it to my notice. See, nothing wrong in asking your questions or doubts. It's completely all right. Now you're getting more clarity on about your life, about the self. So this is powerful. This is the magic. This is the miracle. Okay. That is, realizing the deeper self is a true magic. Realizing the deeper self is a true miracle. And realizing the true self is a true wonder. Great. Now, any of you have any questions? You can let me know either in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself, or still you're not clear, or you want me to give more examples, or definitely I will be happy to guide you. Only if you can bring it to my notice. Sagar, Mitra, Kshira, Mohan, Bhavna, are you all clear? Or still not clear? 50-50. Okay. You can come on, you can unmute yourself and you can share. Bhavna, you have any questions or you have any doubts? You need some more clarity, or you all clear or not clear? Hello, are you there? Everyone, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Sagar,
Yes,
are
sir.
you clear?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear, or still you have any doubts or questions?
Sir, I know within some days, within some time, sir, I'll get clarity about that. Even if sometimes it getting bounced to me, but I know, sir, I'll get the clarity. So that's why it will be better to be patientful, since for now. I understood many things, sir, but uh, we took some time to, that realize that knowledge we are getting. Once I'll realize, sir, I'll get that clarity, sir. I know, sir.
Yeah, and yeah, it's not a matter of time, and it's a matter of realization. And now maybe you have realized so much about your true self, and see the magic from now onwards. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Thank you,
This
sir.
is a true magic. This is a true miracle. This is a true wonder. Okay. You will notice this
Yes,
because of this session. You will notice many miracles and magics. And I would like to
yes, sir.
I'd like to listen from all of you next week, before we meet next week. Okay.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Great. Thank you. And before, yeah, before that, Sagar, how's the session? Like, what did you learn, and how you feeling now about the session?
Sir, first of all, my intention to the universe was my network should be very good till as I was in the traveling. It was really very good, sir. I was listening. Sometime it was buffering. Yes, sir. Always the sessions are, sir. I have joined this class for the law of attraction. Uh, but sir, I'm learning law of attraction. Plus, I'm getting the spiritual knowledge and many more things, sir. That I have never heard, or I have never considered. I will learn those things, sir. So, sir, every weekend sessions are wonderful, me, sir. Wonderful for me, sir. Really, sir. Every day means in past 2 months, sir, there is every day there is something new, sir. That's why I never miss any single session, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sagar, for sharing. Yes, that's a beauty. Like, every session is a different session, and every session can bring a lot of magic. And that magic is already there. It is there within you. And you are stopping that magic because of your mind interpretation. You are not able to see that. Like, I'll give you one more example to understand what is this deeper self, all those things. I'll put it very, very simple so that you'll understand it very clearly. Yes, there is a glass of water, right? Okay, let me put some more water. Yes, can you all see the glass of water here?
Yes, sir.
Like, let's say on the surface of the level, there is lot of disturbance there. Lot of disturbance. Can you able to see what is deep within? Are you able to see what is deep within when the surface of that water is disturbed, or a lot of ripples and waves? Can you be able to see that what is deep within in that water? Can you all see?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
No, like what I'm asking, like you are replaying it different way. Let's say this glass of water, something I'll put inside, maybe coin. If the surface of this water has so much of ripples and waves, can you really look into that water? Can you identify what is deep within?
No, sir.
No.
If the ripples and waves are there, no, sir.
Correct. Now, what I'm telling to all of you, what I'm trying to explain to all of you is, when you stop automatically this mind activity, which is nothing but ripples and waves, it is always constantly thinking, it is always constantly interpreting, it is always constantly judging. When you stop that judgment, when you stop your mind activity, you will see that what is there deep within, and you will, that's what the essence of who you truly are. Yes, when that happens, and you will see it clearly, you will have so much of clarity about life, and then the true magic is going to happen. And the true magic is not going to happen, that's not correct, it is already, the magic is here. Now you will start realizing, now you'll start experiencing it. Okay, that's what the conclusion of this whole class is. With this, I concluded with this glass of water. Okay, when there's ripples and waves, you cannot see what's deep within in that glass. And when your mind activity is very, very less, and all we are trying to do is we have to bring that mind activity to reducing that mind activity. And when that happens, automatically the magic you're going to see, and you're going to realize that the true magic, which is deeper within. That's what the abundance is also, it is within us. And we think that it is with the money. When we have more money, we can feel more abundance. It's just a feeling. Okay, having more money is a feeling, not having money is also feeling. Right? So it's just a feeling, and this feeling is also not true. It is created by your mind. What interpreted? Oh, it is more money. Oh, it is less money. It is no money. It is your mind interpretation. So try to bring that mind interpretation, try to reduce that mind activity. Then definitely there is a deeper self, which is pure joy, pure love, and still peaceful, joyful. And that's what who we truly are. And the point here also, Nirvana Shatakam, every day we watch it. Like every day I cannot sit and explain you, right, so much about this Nirvana Shataka. What I explained in this whole session is all about the Nirvana Shatakam. Okay. So do you feel the importance of that 6 stanzas? Now, probably I would have discussed, probably in this session, might have discussed only about few points. Okay, there is still so many points to cover, and still so many points to learn about in that Nirvana Shatakam. When we understand who we truly are, then the true self is, the deeper self is magical, miracle, and it's a wonder. Okay. And Shira Mohan sir, how are you feeling? How's the session?
Yes, sir. I'm feeling good.
Yes. How is the session?
Session was very good, sir. Very good, sir. Due to all these sessions, sir, I am able to maintain my feeling good.
Amazing.
Always.
Yes, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
sir. Thank you,
sharing
sir.
your feedback constantly with us. We are feeling very, very
Wonderful,
positive.
wonderful session, Mohan. And actually, things are very clear now. Yes, it will take time to imbibe. I cannot say, but like everything I imbibe. But yes, it's a very clear session.
Thank you. Thank you so
I am
much for
really
sharing.
feeling,
Yeah,
I'm really feeling a lot of relaxed
correct.
because the
And
habit, yeah, because what happens, we have the habit of taking everything to interpret it in good and bad, whether our soul is feeling it or not, but our mind that has to do those things. So it's like I really learned a little bit how not to get everything onto the mind.
great
So this is
shift.
really good. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Bhavna, for sharing. Yes, this is what the true magic, true miracle, and the true wonder is. And the true magic is
Um,
within us only. And in fact, we are that magic. Okay. And now we are constantly discovering ourselves and the true self. And yes, life is more beautiful, more magical, and more wonderful. Yes. And with that note, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Shira Monsa, you wanted to say something?
yes, sir. I am waiting for every weekend session, sir. Due to all these good classes, sir, I am waiting, sir.
Great, great, great. And yes, and our job is also not to want to stay with us for a longer period of time, and we want you to make your own masters, like not to depend on us all the time, but because when you realize this deeper self, there is so much of clarity, there is so much of guidance which is already happening within you, and which you could not notice because of your mind activity. When you stop that
Yes.
mind activity, you will see everything clearly, and your life is, you will start approaching your life with so much of clarity. Okay, that's going to happen. And yes, and be grateful for whatever you're learning, whatever you're progressing, whatever you are manifesting. Be grateful and be excited for more. Great.
Yes, sir,
When
absolutely.
you discuss your, when you discover your true self, there is always so much more, so much of more of joy, more of peace, more of abundance, more of love. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and giving us an opportunity to guide you all today, and feeling immense pleasure and gratitude to all of you. Thank you so much. And I love you. Love yourself. And we are all one. We are not separate from each we are not separate from each other. We are all one. That oneness is nothing but the love. Okay. And with that note, thank you so much. Love you all. Bye-bye. And have a peaceful
Thank you,
sleep.
Mohan.
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
And make sure you join tomorrow morning at because Monday, when it comes to Monday, like many of us, we refuse to, like how the children, they refuse to go to school on Monday. Same way, we refuse to join the classes on Monday. Okay. Make sure you join before 2 minutes, and we'll start our classes with so much of joy and excitement. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
sir.
Take care. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Good night,
much.
sir.